I've got to tell you about the man I met in Ashby St Ledgers today on my way back to get the van. So some of the places I go through on the bike on the way back to get the van, because I pick the back roads, are very interesting places indeed. And Ashby St Ledgers is famous for being the place where in the Manor House the Catesby family owned the Manor House, and Catesby was one of the brains behind the Gunpowder Plot to blow up Parliament, King James included. And we all blame Guy Fawkes. It's Guy Fawkes' night, but he was just the mug who happened to be sitting there at the time that he got caught, and he was tortured and gave everyone else's details away. But as I was looking at the Manor House and taking some photos, which I will show you in a minute, video, an old chap arrived and we got chatting, and it turns out that he was one of the people who used to leg boats through the Braunston Tunnel. And apparently often there'd be a butty that needed to be got through without a motor to tow it. And these kids, when they were little boys of 7 or 8 years old, used to get paid threepence to leg a boat through, 4 of them at a time. And they'd put out boards and lie on their backs on the boards and use their feet to push the boat all the way through the Braunston Tunnel. So I'll let him tell the tale, because there it is. I've just run into this gentleman and we were chatting about the beautiful buildings here in this village at Ashby St Ledgers, and he tells me that he's used to help the boats through the tunnel at Braunston. So please, sir, tell me how it went.
Yeah, well, I was born in Braunston in 1944, and at the age of 5, 6, 7 years old, our job was to go down, not our job, but one of our hobbies was to go down to the Braunston Tunnel and help the butties, which was the boat attached to the barge, to go through the Braunston Tunnel. The horse would go over the top, and there'd be 4 people: Robert Charles, Garnet Beresford, Dougie Griffiths and myself. We would get threepence each to foot the barge through, the butty through, get the other end, come back again, up the ice cream parlour, spend our 3p, and that was it.
And what was your name, sir?
I'm Trevor Sheppard.
Very pleased to meet you.
I'm just Shep.
Shep, well, very pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
Lovely to hear your story.
I hope you enjoy your journey anyway.
Oh, well, I am having a great time, so thank you very much for that. Now, I often cycle back to the car and then hop it ahead of the boat, and I'm doing that today. And this is the tiny little village of Ashby St Ledger, and I just had to stop and film this beautiful old farmhouse here, which is the entrance to the village. And you can hear the distant sound of the roads away off the A5 and the M1, which we have passed over, but this is just beautiful. Often the journey back to the car is quite impressive through the fields. It's been quite rural here, very pretty. So this is the Manor House, Ashby St Ledger, and St Ledgers even, and it is very, very beautiful here. Really, really beautiful place. You come across places like this nestled in a corner of a field, and then a year or 2 later you come by and it's been converted into a luxury barn dwelling. So there's a tumble down old barn there. And another gem. This is by the church in Ashby St Ledgers. This whole village is absolutely stunningly beautiful, and under normal circumstances you'd never drive through it because that's as big as the road gets, and it gets quite a lot narrower further back from where we've come from Crick. So you'd be passing this on the motorway and you'd never even know it was here.